Hey everyone, welcome back to Table
Hi,
Talk
it's me,
Ghost.
Goku.
You look really strong. I want to fight you.
Okay, that brings back
You're touching my butt!
that brings back flashbacks with modded
Legal company. He's raping me!
That reminds me of my fucking childhood, like when my mom would tell me and my brother to stop doing gay things because we would like stand right next to each other and we would like be talking like this. And my brother would randomly stick his fingers in my ass. He would just randomly, like 1,000 Years of Death, but you do that standing. He'd be like, oh, really? That's cool. And I remember one time, like, we started doing that in middle school, but my mom had caught us, when I was in high school. I was like 17, he was like fucking 23. And like, she caught us doing that to each other in the living room, Like, he fingered me, and I started fingering him back. And then my mom was like, yo, stop doing all that gay shit in my house. And then she grabbed the broom and started chasing us around the house to stop doing gay things. And so we finally got safe from our mom, and we ran into my brother's room. And then we were like, you think we're safe? And I'm like, I think I'm safe. And he was like, what? And I threw him on his bed, and I lifted his legs up over his head, and I started dry humping him. I'd be like, how does it know that if I really wanted to rape you right now, your little brother could be raping you right now. Your little brother could be fucking the dog shit out of you. And then we never did anything else that was gay.
So I titled these episodes from like sentences taken from the show, and we have Kakashi fisting Rin or fingering Naruto. This one's just gonna be Lewis fingered his brother.
He fingered me first.
That's your main title.
Lewis fingers his brother. By the way, it's a One Piece episode.
Look, he did it to me first. That's all I said.
It doesn't matter who did it to who first. You willingly chose to brother your finger.
No, man, just brother my finger is wild. I put my brother all over my finger.
Nate asked for tangents because he doesn't have that many topics. And man, did he get one.
I don't even remember how we got here. I don't even know what was said.
I don't know how we got here either.
That man is dying. That man is dying.
How did we get here?
I don't know. I'm more concerned about how we got here. That's funny to me how we got here.
I'm gonna be editing this and watching it back. I'll be like, oh, that's how we got here. But
No, we just started out of nowhere. Oh.
He's had a mental flashback.
You're starting about Goku.
Yes, Goku raping me.
Yeah, yeah, that's what it was. Goku, yes.
Oh. My head hurts now.
You wanted this, Nate. You asked for tangents.
This is probably the most poorly planned episode. There's only 2 topics on the schedule.
What you mean? We were being so loud. Bailey came downstairs.
She got concerned. She heard talking about, siblings fingering each other. She was like, yo, I want to make sure that's not my husband. Little did you know it was his gay friend.
Well, hi everyone. I'm Nathan. This is Lewis. And this is Robert.
Yeah, Lewis, brother fingerer.
Yeah. So for those who are new to the show, that's one hell of an introduction.
That's very true.
Your eyes are so wide right now. You're like, that was one hell of an introduction.
I'm just remembering all the good times.
Oh, the good times of your brother playing with your ass.
I'm going to show him this episode. He's going to be like, I remember that shit. And he's going to look at me and say, you like that shit, didn't you? He's like, you look at you faggot.
Oh. Well, this week, following up our quiz on Friday, we're talking about the early One Piece. So this kind of covers the first 250 episodes or so, kind of up to Water 7 arc.
Why is it called Water 7? Is that like Ocean 7? But
that's just the
Is that
place.
Like Big Hero 9?
It's Big Hero 6, Lewis.
Oh.
It's Mighty 9. But Ocean 7, that movie with like, what's his face? I think it might be Robert De Niro, and they're thieves in Las Vegas. Are they in Las Vegas?
I'm pretty sure they've got 7 tiers, like 7 levels. I think that's.
I normally cry more than 7 tears.
Yeah. Typically, I cry like when Bidoof's my plushie Bidoof is pulled up to my chest.
I think you're gonna say when he's massacred your
when his mom takes the fleshlight out of Bidoof's asshole.
Yeah. What is this? What is this incel shit? My mom tried to like monitor us the whole time as children. It just failed horribly. Like,
of course she did. You guys are fingering each other.
Just you know, and she didn't find like we've been fingering each other since we were like in middle school, and she didn't find out until we were grown men. I was already 17 and he was 23. This is when she first saw it. You know, that's actually like that was like a very common tactic. Remember, so like
fingering each other.
Yeah, like so to make us lose because remember, like if I play, like Robert and I would play pool, and I'm pretty good at pool. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, you bumped the other guy's asshole with the pool rod.
Yeah, exactly. But like, no, that's what you should do. But my brother would just go, oh, fingers, and just that's what we would do. We'd just be like, oh, really? You about to take that shot and just shove the fingers in the butt.
So instead of doing the somewhat gay thing of shoving a pool rod up another guy's ass, you do the extra gay thing of shoving your fingers up another guy's ass.
Part of it is to assert dominance.
Because you're inside of them now.
Exactly.
You can wield them like a puppet.
Exactly. And then you can actually pull yourself out from your pants, produce motion on site, and use it to lube up their knees. Or...
their knees?
Yeah. Motherfuckers be actually sometimes, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta put, you know what I'm saying? You never nutted and then used it as lotion. I'm saying that's how you use certain dominance, man. Some motherfuckers use like shea butter to moisturize, man. You know, if you want to assert dominance, you gonna tell nah. You better rub my nut on your elbows and knees.
We're just gonna have to make this a separate episode. Cut all of this out and just be Lewis talks about sexual harassment as a child. And then the next episode is going to be like 20 minutes of One Piece.
The One Piece, yeah. 20 minutes of One Piece.
So it actually makes it okay then.
No, it really doesn't. Do better.
What's the first topic? Yeah.
No.
Something about Water 7.
The brief synopsis.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you're about to do this faggot shit that Robert does.
Hey, it's good for people that aren't familiar.
It's good for people, but you know what? I'm not going to judge it.
It goes in.
Dick,
no,
you didn't even give me a chance.
No, that shit was
we're covering the first 250 episodes, approximately. It follows Monkey D. Luffy and his crew, the Straw Hat Pirates,
Monkey Dick Luffy,
on their way, sailing through the treacherous ocean, through the Grand Line, in pursuit of the ultimate treasure, the One Piece.
That shit's gonna be fun.
That is basically
the One Piece
the
isn't
entire.
Real. Goldie Rogers is lying his ass off.
Goldie Rogers was a bitch, bro. Rocks bitched his ass, bro. Like, yo, they made this as the series progressed. They just made fucking whatever the fuck his face is progressively more Luffy like, and they just made him like the most giant cocksucker on Earth. Roggs D. Zebek is like the actual king of pirates. Like Goldie Rogers is just like I don't even fucking know. It's just I'm telling you, it's gonna be friendship. They're gonna get to the One Piece. It's gonna be friendship. And then everyone in the world is going to collectively sigh so horribly bad that we're going to have like a level 2 magnitude earthquake that just causes tsunamis and fucks up small countries such as Taiwan. You know?
Not TMSC. We need that for our computer chips.
Yeah, well, you see, so One Piece better not end up being friendship. You know what I mean?
I don't think it is, because they recently just came out in the latest episode.
Hey, spoiler alert. I'm going to watch this at some point in my life. Probably when I'm in a nursing home and strapped to a wheelchair because someone shot my kneecaps out like Woods from Black Ops 2.
It goes into
no longer use nut for lotion.
At the end of the Grand Line, where the One Piece is, has history about...
What did Eminem say? I'm gonna be in a nursing home flirting, kissing nurses' asses while I'm jacking off with jerkins and I'm jerking and his whole back to the activism working, something like that. Yeah, that's what Robert's gonna be.
Well, no,
he's gonna be in a nursing home jerking off.
I said I was going to be like Woods, you know, a
Wood
crazy
jerkins.
old man who can't walk because he doesn't have kneecaps.
Fucking beat ass lotion. Beat ass lotion for your beat ass dick.
I'm not ashy like you are, Lewis.
Look, we're gonna be 70 fucking years old.
I'm not making it to 70.
Oh hell, he said I'm not making it to 70. I'm a jerk off on a plane before then.
You're still gonna be working when you die.
I'm going to fucking kill myself.
Considering they just raised retirement up to 68.
I know, that's wild. I'm gonna get a 50-year mortgage.
I'm going to be dead before I pay that off.
So,
Continue your synopsis, I'm sorry.
I was saying, I don't believe that the One Piece is going to be about friendship.
It's about submarines.
They just revealed
The ultimate
that
pirate ship.
Yes.
the One Piece has to do with the Void Century.
What's that? Journey to the Center of the Earth?
So there's a
We're gonna find the rocket there.
there's a century of time in the history
I
of One
prefer
Piece that just has been erased.
Nathan Fillion.
I don't know who the hell that is.
He's the
white
guy
dude.
from, the white guy from the original Journey to the
yeah,
Center of the
yeah.
Earth from like 2008. With
Oh
the,
yeah. Oh yes.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Yes, that was a really good rendition. I like the original one too.
It wasn't the original, my mistake. That was one in like the 1960s.
Yeah, but we weren't around for then.
Yeah.
But,
It also had the guy who played,
Josh Hutcherson.
I was going to say Peter from Hunger Games, but yes, his name's
Josh
Josh Hutcherson. Of course, you know that because he's in the FNAF movie.
I also know that because I was a fan
You
of the
watched
Journey
the
2
FNAF
movies.
You fucking faggot. Why didn't you just watch Willy's Wonderland and call it a day?
Oh, dude, FNAF 2 comes out on the 5th of
I know, it
December.
looks awful.
Yes, but I'm still going to watch it.
You gonna watch FNAF, bro? What the
Dude, I'm going to get like
The first
opening
one
night
actually wasn't too bad.
tickets.
Huh?
The first one wasn't too bad.
The first one was pretty good.
I see.
We watched it last Halloween party. Not this most recent one, but
Yeah,
the first
we
one
did.
We did.
I think you
Yeah.
were there. Yeah, you were there.
Because we're at Nate's
Oh,
parents' house.
I
They're still
fucking
living
fell
with his
asleep.
parents.
Yeah. Yeah, oh yeah, I told Bailey this last time. Yeah, I was like high as shit. I still remember you asked me, like, you good? I took an interview in the bathroom, and then like it finally hit when I was like, watching the movies, and they were like, bro, you good, Louis? I'm like, yeah, I'm straight. I'm straight. Yeah.
I just like you're tired.
Yeah, I mean that's like, I was sitting there. I was melted, bro. I was fucking. Like, melted is a term for when you're so high that you become one with whatever you're sitting on. Like, it's like, I was melted, bro.
And now you can't do that, so you're just a functioning alcoholic.
Yes, exactly.
Alright, let's go into the first topic.
You sure we don't want to go on any more tangents real quick? FNAF 2, we want to watch the trailer
we'll go
for that.
into it. The first 4 arcs in these 250 episodes. Yes, there are only 4 arcs in 250 episodes.
I believe it. There's a lot of filler.
There actually is not very much filler in One Piece.
Oh no, man, that Bleach opening.
There's a Bleach opening?
Now you feel like number one.
You're saying they go into the opening and then they do a preview? Or like a retelling of the previous episode?
Yeah, so there's only like 5 minutes of new episode per episode.
Yeah.
Because there's the recap, the opening, the recap of the recap, the 2 chapters of new material,
No,
and
they
then
just-
the next time.
No, they just go straight into like opening and then recap.
Okay, I'm sorry. Opening, recap, 2 chapters of new material, and then next time on Dragon Ball Z.
And then preview.
And then preview of what happens next time.
Yep. So, these first 4 arcs consist of the East Blue, the Alabasta arc, the Sky Island arc, and then the Water 7.
Which one of that is the
There's Water
Skypia
7.
arc?
This is the Sky Island. It's
I
Skypia.
never heard you say Skypia.
I know, it's called Sky Island.
But I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
Sky Island is also
is Water
called...
7 the marine base arc?
Yes.
Oh, I see.
Is that where they find Ace?
No.
No, that's where their ship gets destroyed.
Yes.
Not the
that's
Going
where
Mary.
that's where they're
Nice.
going to go and...
That's where the Sniper King's from.
Yes. That's where we're introduced to Sniper King. So the East Blue is...
Isn't that when Luffy had a rowboat?
It is the
Basically,
same
yes.
saga
Yes.
of One Piece.
What do you mean?
It's the same saga of One Piece. Like that's.
Oh, yes.
No.
It's
It
the
is the
backstory. It is the
Hidden
beginning.
Mist arc of Naruto.
It is the beginning saga.
Fuck. Why?
I don't know. We're making dumb comparisons.
Well, bro, it's like nobody wants to watch the first fucking auger. No
I
one
could go
wants
for
a
an
saga-
auger right now.
A sauger. Sauger.
So,
No one wants
the
to watch
East
the
Blue
first
arc-
sauger,
Characters in the East Blue arc consist of Zoro, Nami, Usopp, and Sanji.
Wait,
this
I
point-
thought Nami doesn't get introduced until
No, technically, this is the whole. All these characters are technically introduced throughout this whole first arc.
Jesus Christ. I thought it would be individual arcs per like
No.
character.
Yeah.
No. So the East Blue, per se, saga is episode 1 to episode 61.
So it's not really a saga, it's a collection of the entire like first 5% of the story.
Well, here's the thing, there's
So
like some people.
it includes the Arlong Park.
Like Arlong Park could be considered its own arc.
And this is what I was gonna say. It's like one of the things where, do you consider the Cell saga and the Android saga two separate sagas or one saga?
So they're one saga because they're directly influenced by each other. But something like the Arlong Park, where it has its own beginning, middle, and end,
Yeah.
the whole plot is
Would it have its
helping
own arc
Nami.
inside of the saga? What dictates a saga versus?
I feel like arc and saga are really synonymous.
they're interchangeable.
So think about it like this. In Dragon Ball, we call them Saga. Cell Saga, Frieza Saga, stuff like that. In Bleach, we call them Arc. The Ironclad Arc. Soul Society Arc. They're synonyms. Now, a character arc is a completely different thing.
Yes, that's why I said the Cell saga, because I know some people do consider Android saga separate from the Cell saga,
Which
so,
you
like,
can.
Yeah, like if you consider the Cell saga one thing, then you could potentially consider it. But the Arlong Park, how you said,
The only reason I don't consider them two separate things is because the androids are never technically defeated. There's not a big
have a real
bag to
resolution.
end the arc.
The person who defeats the androids is Cell.
Yeah.
Basically, in this, each character has their own villain associated with.
Yeah.
Each
They get their
character.
own like 5-episode arc.
Mini arcs, yeah.
Pretty much. So, like the first villain we see is Captain Buggy, who
Yeah.
has
He's the
chop
clown.
chop fruit.
He's the king of all pirates.
Honestly, wouldn't be surprised.
Doesn't Luffy find him in jail?
I don't know.
No, I'm pretty
he's
sure.
like
No, he's running his own.
No, I mean like later on when Luffy goes to jail in.
Yeah, eventually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Buggy is like the fucking Elon Musk of One Piece. This man is like an economic tycoon. This motherfucker like runs the One Piece world.
Do you guys remember Roller Coaster Tycoon?
Yeah, I do.
I've never actually played it.
That's like a.
You didn't have a
world
childhood.
movie. It was like The Sims for roller coasters.
Yeah.
I've seen videos of it, but no, I never actually played
I
it.
thought about that the other day. I was doing a footing, and then I was like, how do we determine what ending suffix do we give languages? I was like, why do we call it Simish? Like, why is what the Sims speak Simish? Why isn't it not...
Simonese.
Yeah, why? I thought about that. Like, why isn't it Simonese? Why isn't it...
Because we're in Anglo-forward society and English ends with ish.
Yeah, and that's what I thought. Yeah, and that's what I was like, oh, ish, he's Spanish. Ease this, and I was like, And I forgot what I thought about. What would villagers speak?
Villagers in Minecraft?
No, I guess whatever. Villagers in Animal Crossing, but villagers in Minecraft.
Villainese.
Villainese. Villagish? Villainese?
Wouldn't it define on
Italian speak Italian. That's not even...
French speak French. Or Francois.
Doesn't it necessarily define the location where they live, not necessarily the town? But it'd be like, okay, the villagers in Minecraft would speak Minecraftish.
Well, no,
Or
because...
Minish.
No, because you can have different aspects of villagers in Minecraft. So you have, the Arctic villagers, the
they all
sand
speak the
villagers.
same.
They all speak the same shit.
Do they speak the same,
do.
or can we only just understand them?
I mean, as far as our knowledge, I think they only speak the same.
Then, is it Minecraft needs or is it Villainage?
Minecraftish would be, I think, the more correct.
Because then...
Plus, we see written Minecraft language when you
Yeah.
beat the game. And the villagers do not speak that.
How do you know?
Because looking at it, the weird square that's
what-
constantly
not what
changing.
It doesn't look like the way it sounds. It doesn't
matter.
It doesn't look like it would sound like the British.
That square that's constantly changing doesn't sound like...
I don't know. That word is constantly changing. It's never the same.
The people at Mojang, y'all need to hire Robert to be your next voice actor, bro. Because there's no fucking way.
All I know is means emerald or apple or carrot or please stop hitting me.
Alright. So still, in the East Blue, we're introduced to 4 other crew members. Zoro, Nami, Usopp, Sanji. We're introduced to each of the characters during some sort of conflict where we first meet Zoro when he's captured by Buggy and Luffy stumbles upon them because he's in a barrel.
Homie went down Niagara Falls.
Basically. And they bring him on board and they're like, oh, there's a person in here. And
Oh, that's
tie
the
him up.
iconic shot where he does the like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
We meet Usopp with the Captain Kiro.
Ginyu, yeah.
Told you Sentai. Told you Sentai.
Basically like the he's got Wolverine-esque claws.
Who the
like-
fuck has Wolverine-esque claws?
Captain Kiro.
Oh, we're talking about Ginyu.
And then later on, Zoro gets turned into the
He's just done the Ginyu Force.
Navy with Don Krieg. And then it wraps up with
When do we get to Crocodile Dundee?
Arlong.
Yeah.
I was about to say that. We get introduced to Arlong with Nami being wrapped up in his
Seeming.
empire.
See, I just want to interject here real quick. Lewis, I don't think Nate hosting works, and my reason for this is that you're the straight man of the crew. So when I'm hosting, Lewis is being a dumbass, and you're the straight man.
Yeah, I
when
know.
Lewis is hosting, I'm being the dumbass,
Exactly.
you're being the straight man. When you're hosting...
Y'all are both the dumbasses. And I have to kind of rope y'all back in. And I can't. Is I'm trying to like...
Talk about something fucking like what, man? What's the topic, man? What,
Lewis and
told
I
you,
vibe
it's
on the
arcs.
same
We're going to
wavelength.
the arcs.
we're going through the arcs, man. What? Ask me something about the arc. Ask me some of my opinions on one of the bullshits about the arcs.
He's still doing the synopsis, but we...
Man, fuck the synopsis, man.
What's your
This
favorite
is
part?
not the way.
What's your favorite part before the guys get to the Grand Line?
His
No,
titty.
You like Arlong Park or no? You think it was necessary?
I don't even fucking remember our long part. That pointy nose bitch ass motherfucker. I still think he should have made that.
Huh?
He should have made Nami suck his dick.
And Robert, you don't know very much about it, do you?
Hi.
What do you think, Nate?
Now you know how it feels when I host and I say something and you guys are both just like, oh.
He should have made Nami suck his dick, bro. Like, bro, if I had someone like that would be like effectively my financial slave, and I'm that buttfuck ugly. I am so buttfuck ugly that I can't get pussy, and someone wants to be indebted to me in some sort of financial way. You are sucking my dick until you can buy your country.
From my understanding, though, she was actually providing a valuable service of mapping out the surrounding areas when she was robbing the pirates.
She was.
Yes. She's a very good navigator.
Yeah.
So that's why he, strung her along like that. If he was just
and
having her
her-
be his blowjob queen, she couldn't have done that.
Yeah.
And her goal is to make an entire map of the world.
Oh no, man, I don't believe the maps we have of our world. How can I believe one of her maps?
Yeah, our maps are like fuck it. There's like 2 different types of maps you see because I think the sizes on the maps that we see.
Oh yeah, a globe. is.
It's more representative. I forget what it's. There are two different types of map, but you can have a map with accurate locations, or you can have a map with accurate sizes.
So what it is when you try and take a globe and just put it on a 2D format, you have to stretch out the corners, and it makes the shape weird.
Yeah.
But you have the one where the globe is like cut up into sections.
Yeah.
And so whilst that is more representative of size, it's not very pleasant to look at.
Exactly. Did you know about this? Cartography is fascinating.
I like globes.
I like the Globetrotters. They were funny in Futurama.
Yo, the
like them in Scooby-Doo.
Fucking talented.
The Harlem Globetrotters special on Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
I had that on DVD. I watched that
I
all the
would.
time.
I low key be damned if I was playing basketball and the motherfucker did all that shit to me.
Oh, yeah.
We'd have to throw hands. I'm sorry, bro. Like, you do me like that, bro. Like
You do me dirty in front of my squad like Rock Lee did, I'm killing you.
Yeah, bro. I'm sorry, bro. It's just we throwing hands, bro. Like I'm about to fuck your wife. Like I don't know. I'm about to cuckold you, bro. I'm about to do you how I did my manager at Target, bro. Cause no, bro. Motherfucker pissed me off too much. I said, bet. You said your daughter goes to USCC? Oh yeah. Once you see me at your dinner table, we gonna have a nice talk.
Was he at least nice to you after that?
Oh no, I ended up just cursing him out instead. I mean, he was nice to me after I, cursed him out, but I've always thought about it. Go ahead.
Going into the second arc.
You never thought about fucking your boss? I mean, but like, I thought about it. I get some payback, bro. You don't talk to me like that? Shit, watch.
I'm a nut in your daughter and never tell her again.
Yeah, I'm a nut in your daughter. And you gonna have to raise my child, your grandchild. I ain't gonna give you a dime of child support.
I'll live in poverty before I give you child support.
Are you gonna be pulled from the fucking child support?
No, I'm gonna live in poverty so I can't make enough to pay you child support.
You gonna make myself intentionally poor? Oh yeah, I'm gonna live, what's this place called in
Planned Parenthood.
Nah, if you get off on exit 3B here in Charlotte, there's like a whole block of just homeless people. You should get there like 7 p.m. There's like a little food truck, mobile food kitchen that like stops by there to give them food like at 7 p.m. every Tuesday, man. You gonna find me there, fucking, before you see me giving you some child support money.
What do you mean, man? I'm gonna be at the McDonald's at exit 5.
With the sign.
Right by the Ferrari dealership. Nate is really upset. I can hear him breathing.
I imagine me hearing him breathing on these things. It stinks.
Looking like a double wide surprise.
Not the Omni-Man meme.
That motherfucker really hit one of these, bro. That motherfucker really hit one of these. Motherfucker hit me one of those, bro.
You okay, Nate? Nice Danny Phantom's jersey.
They misspelled Phantom up the back.
Did you really?
How did they spell Phantom?
Look at me.
No, it's Fenton, because the character's last name is Fenton.
What the fuck? Low key though, I think my boy Anu, this guy PR, I think he's actually like the strongest fucking character in One Piece.
You're talking about Lightning Dude with the
Yeah, Lightning God.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's like the strongest character.
Actually, God of just lightning.
The do-rag stays on during sex.
Yeah, the do-rag 100%.
He only loses because of Luffy.
Yeah, literally.
Question, is Luffy still considered made out of rubber?
Not anymore.
I mean, technically he is made out of rubber.
Not anymore.
The fuck you mean he's not? Explain.
Elaborate.
This is future.
I don't care if
Spoiler
it's future.
Spoiler alert. Technically, he does not have gum powers. He is not a rubber man.
Then how is he stretchy?
And how did he resist electricity?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
This all comes down to
His comic powers of, I believe I have rubber powers, so I have rubber powers.
Yes.
And that's how Gear 4 Snake Oil worked, because he was just like, oh, I want to be a big man.
No, that's not Gear 4.
I thought Gear 4 was the...
Yeah, it is.
Well, yeah, Bounce Man.
I don't fucking know.
Yeah. There's different forms of Gear 4. Yes. Technically. Yes. That's why Luffy is able to go Gear 2, 3, 4, and 5. Because he believes that he can.
So it's power imagination.
Yes. That is inevitably what his power is.
So
it's not gum, but it's not rubber.
So in that moment,
he believed he had.
Yeah, but in that moment, Luffy was his natural antagonist.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So other than that, I still think Enderu was the strongest motherfucker in all of
Definitely.
Place.
And
Question.
We're introduced to Haki.
Yes.
Which is in Skypiea. Enderu uses Haki. Yes. Enderu uses the first form
Also, I thought it was pronounced Hakai.
it wasn't officially called Haki.
It's Haki.
Hakai. This motherfucker said
Hakai.
Yeah, so no, he didn't refer to it as Haki then.
It's not referred to as Haki, but he uses the first form of Haki.
Which would be what was it?
Like it's the channeling of energy.
Oh.
So is it considered Haki if your natural ability is to channel energy?
Because that's what Enderu's thing is.
Yeah. Question: could Enderu have beat Crocodile?
Oh yeah, no, Enderu was actually one of the strongest characters in all.
Well, I'm just saying because Crocodile is made out of sand, and sand doesn't conduct electricity.
No, he's just that strong.
Come on, Lewis, power scale. Luffy beat Crocodile. Can Crocodile beat Enderu?
No, Crocodile can't beat Enderu.
Even if he's made out of sand?
And you be made out of sand, you be made out of whatever the fuck. It's the fact that it's even if it's not the electricity, just the sheer force coming from the electricity.
So the first, it wasn't called Haki when it was first introduced. It was called Mantra.
Yeah, Mantra. Yeah,
Mantra is also Haki.
Okay, I see.
So it's first mentioned whenever they meet Blackbeard before going to Skypiea, to the Sky Island, where that's where the first term Haki comes from. Is Blackbeard was, it even said, according to Google, episode 151, it comments Luffy's power after defeating Bellamy, where it's just the channeling of your inner power to overcome other devil fruit powers.
So basically, everyone who has a devil fruit power has Haki.
No,
not necessarily. You don't need to have a devil fruit power.
Well, yeah, I know you don't need to have a devil fruit power, but if you have a devil fruit power, you have Haki.
I think there's actually. I don't think all devil fruit users have Haki.
Yeah, it's something that has to be trained.
But
because technically, the very first form of Haki is in episode 4 when Shanks saves Luffy from the Sea King.
Jesus Christ, that was episode 4?
Yes.
I thought that was episode 1.
No.
I also thought that was episode.
No.
I didn't realize this.
Yeah, whenever Shanks just looks at the Sea King, and the Sea King backs off, technically,
his observation
that was Haki. Yeah.
So, isn't Haki like stands where only people who have Haki can see it?
I don't believe so.
No.
Because I saw an image and it was like, it was the Gear 4.
He couldn't see his Haki. I was like, I must not have Haki. I can't see it.
Oh no, so it was what Gear 4 looks like with Haki, and then what it looks like to people who can't see Haki, and it was just Luffy, but big. He didn't have like the black marks. Yeah.
I think necessarily just the black marks are just a visual representation for the viewer that Haki is being used. It's almost like
so it's like a stand where you can only see Haki if you have Haki.
Or it's like the sword breathing.
No, because in their universe they don't see the black arms. No one sees the black arms. Okay. We're the only ones who see it as the viewer. As a visual depiction for us to see that, like chakra. Like I think you're not supposed to actually see chakra in Naruto They just make it blue so that we can see it.
Oh no, I think characters mention like chakra leaking out of people.
Yeah, but you can't actually see. Like that's why Neji is like such a big thing because like Byakugan users can actually see chakra. Now there's very few instances of chakra being colored and actually like the Nine-Tails Fox chakra.
Yeah, that's
actually visible. But up until that point in the series, like if we ever see blue chakra like rotating someone, that's not visible to us. That's visible to us, but it's not actually visible in universe.
I thought the significance of the Byakugan was that you could see the chakra paths, not necessarily the chakra itself.
Well, you can see the chakra paths, but you can also achieve the chakra itself.
So going back, there's different forms of hockey.
Yeah, so there's the like king's hockey, stuff like that, or authority hockey. I know that there's a few different versions.
Yeah. So there's observation hockey, which is always invisible. And allows users to sense their surroundings and anticipate movement.
Okay.
It's basically just
you have a radar.
Basically. Then there's the Supreme King hockey, which is always invisible. It's just like is an overwhelming sense of pressure.
Yeah.
Where
this guy's so much stronger.
Yeah.
It's like when someone flexes their power level.
Yeah.
Basically. And basically anyone who's unable to come close to that just faints.
Yeah.
And then there's the armament hockey, which the basic use is invisible. It's known as invisible armor. It's invisible to those without hockey.
So it is like stands where if you have hockey, you can see hockey.
Hardening. When a user hardens their bodies or weapons, it turns black. It becomes visible to both user and hockey users. And then advanced forms, advanced techniques, like invisible armor like the invisible armor that projects outward, can be invisible, even when in conjunction with visible hardening.
So I was right about Luffy in Gear 4.
Yeah.
But see, the thing is like, technically I feel like Gear 5 is also just an immense amount of hockey.
I don't know what Gear 5 is.
Gear 5 is when he goes white.
I'm pretty sure
all the rubber man.
Are just an increasing amount of hockey.
Yeah.
But see, the thing is that Nami and other people can see him as white.
Can Gami not?
Gami?
Nami, no. It has never been shown that Nami can use hockey. Or Robin. Or Chopper.
Well,
or Frankie.
Is him turning white a factor of hockey, or is that just a factor of his gum fruit?
It may be a factor. It may just be the awakened form.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah.
Whereas in his Gear 4, the black part is him implementing hockey.
Yeah, it's just Luffy taking on a different form, and then with, I guess, just the black armament. That's just another level of the advanced armament hockey.
Whereas I believe it's called like the Sun Child form.
Yeah.
That doesn't have anything to do with hockey.
Nika.
That is pure devil fruit.
Yeah. I think so. The reincarnation of Nika.
The Joy Boy.
Joy Boy. Yeah, that's fun in the arc that's currently going on. They kind of definitely give more details on it.
Yeah, I mean, so still, and actually, I don't think Enaru ever actually died.
I don't believe so.
I feel like Oda's pretty good about always coming back and bringing back characters, and I really hope that he brings back Enaru in some form or fashion. I'm gonna be honest, that shit would be like absolutely amazing. Especially if he got to like rematch Luffy. Yo, oh my gosh.
If he joins the Straw Hats?
He's not joining the Straw Hats.
Probably not.
I would hate that. Like, that shit would low-key suck.
The do-rag.
No, bro.
Just doesn't fit.
I don't know. There is talks about the Prince of
Pulling up
Elbath. The island of the Giants. Kingdom of the Giants joining the Prince.
There's like the two
Loki.
motherfuckers that Usopp looks up to. One of those two?
Mm-mm. No, they're just...
But they're Elbath motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's the Prince of Elbath. Who potentially joins.
But he's not a villain.
No.
Exactly. So they're not going to pull Vegeta.
No.
I really
Vegeta.
I personally want to see Enaru come back. He's never dead. I feel like he never actually died.
But what would be the purpose of him coming back?
It'd probably just be like not necessarily a training session, but to push Luffy to what that next power would be.
But
Luffy's
already beat him.
No, I think there is a confirmed Gear 6.
Why would he need Gear 6 if he has?
I think there is like a further form.
But that just seems dumb.
Maybe it's like because if Gear 5 is just the awakening of his devil fruit, then Gear 6 would be the Haki mixed with it.
The mastering of it.
Because I think they've awakened what types of devil fruits? They haven't awakened the type of devil fruits that Akainu and Eneru use. Obviously, they're fucking strong, and there's probably like a lore reason I can't think of it. But what are they called? They're
the Logia type.
Yeah, the Logia types don't have awakenings as of right now.
They probably just won't have one. Period.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. They probably just won't have one. Period. But
it's one of those where you get a higher immediate power but a lower cap.
Yeah. And the cap is still high as fuck.
Well, yeah, but it's not awakened.
And I mean, not all devil fruits awaken. It's only special ones. Yeah. So the Logias are like really strong. But I was about to say, like, they could do something like that, like, because these are really strong characters. That Kainu.
Yeah, so I'll just from a quick search, it's normally Paramecia type and Zoan type. So Zoan is changing.
Yeah, like Chopper.
Like a changing form. Where like your physical body changes either into some sort of animal or something like that.
Yeah.
And then the Paramecia is where you're able to use a particular ability, like food or barriers or...
So would that guy that Lewis talking about not be an Amicia type?
No, he's the Logia.
Why is he a Logia, not an Amicia type?
So I think a Logia is what what it physically made out of. It changes your body element.
Akainu's a Logia, Eneru's a Logia.
Logia Devil Fruit allows the user to create, control, transform into natural elements or force.
How is that different than the Emigo or whatever, where it allowed them to control that force?
A Paramecia.
Paramecia.
So Paramecia is more of an object.
Okay.
So
Paramecia controls things, a Logia controls elements.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Paramecia is one of the 3 main devil fruits, grant the user a wide range of superhuman abilities that don't fall under... It's basically the third type. If it's not a Logia and it's not a Zoan, it's a Paramecia.
Okay. What is Luffy?
It was believed he was a Paramecia.
Yeah, but now I'm guessing he's a Logia now that
I don't think
he's
he is
a
a Logia.
sun child.
I'm not...
He's not a Logia. He's an awakened... Actually, that's actually a really good question. I know he's not a Logia because his devil fruit did awaken and it needs to be a Paramecia or...
Apparently he's both a Zoan and Paramecia because he does have a physical body transformation.
Into Gear 5?
Into Gear 5.
Oh, shit. Gear 6 would make sense. Even without the Haki. Because Chopper has... If you are a Zoan, you have 3 transformations.
So, yeah. So, it was originally that Luffy was a Paramecia type with the ability of rubber powers.
Yeah.
And then, after his awakening, he then has the Zoan transformation.
Yeah, so Gear 6 is justifiable in that sense.
So the true classification is a mythical Zoan.
A mythical Zoan.
Devil fruit.
I see. Robert's sitting there zoned out. He's like, dude, they're talking about a bunch of bullshit. They're not even talking about the first 250 episodes anymore. They're just talking about cock and balls.
I really have no clue what's going on. I just chime in every so often to ask a dumb question.
Yeah.
So it's like, but like these first 4 arcs are pretty like useful.
Jesus Christ, we're still talking about the first 4 arcs.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, the next topic is just about talking about the crew and each individual person.
You know what? You guys continue. I'm gonna go see how long we've been recording for. I feel like we've been here for fucking 40 minutes.
It's been about that.
It's because of my story at the beginning.
That's true. That took like 10 minutes.
Jesus Christ, we're at 45 minutes.
Yeah, no, that Lewis's story took like 10 or 15 minutes in the beginning.
I think I had like another moment halfway through, but I digress.
Oh, we had several moments. I'm gonna just take a little power nap while you guys continue.
Alright.
So,
You fucking
I
won't.
guess,
Do
question,
it. You fucking
question.
won't.
Do you guys think that it needed to be as long? These first 4, like, main arcs, did they need to be 250 episodes?
Oh no.
Yeah. I mean, like...
You think so? Like, do you think, like, the added
The pacing-
details or,
No,
like...
I mean, I think the arc was written how it was supposed to be. The pacing was fine. I mean, the arcs were well done. I mean, I don't...
Do you think it was, like, over-explained? It was like, okay, we understand the concept. Like,
No, I
we
think
need
that
to
was
move
one
on.
of the...
Stop playing footsies with me.
No, I think that's like... That was... Now, Oda, people shit on Oda now because he's, like, kind of gotten away from that and he's kind of, like, sucked it... he's kind of dick-rided it too much. But,
How long was the last arc? I remember it being long.
that's what I'm about to say, because he's
Like, the most
dick-riding it.
recent one?
He's kind of dick riding that now, the
Or-
whole over explaining thing. But like at the beginning, that was one of the things that everyone fucking applauded him for. He was a
Like,
very
attention
well
to
thought
detailed.
out. Yeah, he
Yeah.
was a very well thought out author, and he would always bring back characters. And 500 episodes later, something that one minor character did in that arc at the beginning, it was remembered, and it was. And so that's.
I mean,
You
still,
have to applaud it.
Vivian and King Cobra are still relative in the most recent arc.
Yeah, that's why I.
1,000 episodes after.
Yeah, and that's why I say I think that the first 4 arcs were the length that they needed to be on. This is where Oda got his fame from. You know what I mean?
Yeah, how long was the arc with, what was his name? Kido, Kaiba? I'm Seto motherfucking Kaiba.
And I have a small dick.
I got a blue-eyed white dragon jet.
Kaido?
Yeah.
Yeah, Kaido. I was pretty close. Kiba, Kaiba, Kudo.
Wolfgang Fist. No, that's jump shit.
The guy who
Wolfgang,
wrote
Wolfgang.
Bleach.
The Wano arc spans 191 episodes.
Okay, how many chapters?
Dude, I
Well,
wanna
no,
compare
we
that.
are doing it by episode. I'm sorry.
Manga chapters ran from 909 to 1075.
What the
Yeah,
fuck?
Or
so
1057, I'm sorry.
Dude, look up the Great Ninja War arc.
about 100 and you said 90 episodes in the anime.
190, yeah.
And we did 4 arcs in 250.
Yeah, that's why I said he was milking it the last few times. I know I thought that shit had to be horrible.
Oh yeah, that was I'm pretty sure it went on for like 3 extra years, just doing like a
Dude,
fucking
yeah,
sleep coma thing.
I don't know why they did
213 episodes.
So it's only 10, it's only 20 episodes off.
Of
It's maybe teens.
of what is considered one of the longest, worst arcs in probably anime
Anime
history.
history.
But see, that's the thing, is that Wano is all important.
No,
No,
all important
yeah,
for 3 minutes an episode.
And that's what
They
I was
had
gonna say.
shots where it was the same person walking, but the shot was 7 different directions, and that took 7 minutes.
Yeah.
They would have Luffy walk for 7 minutes straight,
That's what I'm
taking a
saying.
shot from 7 different
And
directions.
that's why I was saying, the first few arcs, it made sense. They started by these last few arcs, it's just getting milked. There's just fuck the
Too many characters to fight, too many stories going on,
And
everyone's
I
being
understand- I
separate.
understand the fights being super detailed, but the fights back then would just mainly be Luffy or Zoro, right? But now everyone's fucking fighting, and if you give that much attention to detail to every fucking fight,
But do you think it's like
it's not as necessary.
It hinders the work.
Yeah,
you think it
now.
hinders it, even though like
Back then it
that
wasn't.
that who they're fighting is a lot stronger of an opponent.
So what it is that it doesn't matter how strong the opponent is, it matters how the story flows. And to have so many people fighting, you either have to have multiple fights happen one after another, or you have to have multiple fights occurring at the same time.
That's what it mostly is.
And if it's multiple fights occurring at the same time, you can never truly get invested in a fight. Because at one point you're with Nico Robin fighting what's her name, and then you're with Luffy fighting Kaido, and then you're with Zoro fighting the fucking street because he doesn't know where he is.
Yeah. And like, here's the thing too, like literally just look at Dragon Ball and Naruto, right? You talk about how strong. If you wanted to talk about how strong the opponent is, Madara is omnipotent. Madara is
no. Madara's Nappa tier.
Nappa. Like Madara. Kishimoto literally wrote himself into a corner with Madara. That's why he had to pull Kaguya. And so, and even then, the only reason, and think about that, the anime took that long because of all of its fucking filler episodes.
Yeah, it had 53
Kishimoto didn't even take
filler.
as long. Like, Kishimoto, in terms of actual, like, fucking material, it was not as long as One Piece. There's just no way.
Oh, no, yeah.
Because
it was like 150 chapters for One Piece in the Kido arc.
Yeah. There's no amount of justifying you can do. Like, because even in Dragon Ball, right? Vegeta...
Still, the fourth grade Ninja War was 185 manga chapters.
Yeah, but
where does the Great Ninja War actually start?
Yeah, that's true.
Because if it starts all the way back when he's training with Killer Bee, so basically right after Pain ends, that's a bit disingenuous. Like, when did the war start?
Yeah. And even then, there was different parts to the war. Like, you know what I mean? So, and you can say that there's different parts to Wano, but really, like, the culmination was, like, this last fight. Like, and it made sense. Like, you had the Obito part of the war, and then you had the Madara part of the war. Like, the war progressed. You know what I mean? And the Madara part had separate levels. And I mean, I want you to think about that. When they fought Madara, you had a lot of people fighting one antagonist, and it worked. You didn't have a lot of different fucking fights.
Yeah, but you also ran into the problem of you just had too big of a cast. I mean, you had to have the Kages fighting by themselves to get written out of the story.
Yes.
You have to have a lot of stuff like that. I mean, Kakashi has to have his eyeball stolen to get written out for a significant portion of time.
So apparently it starts with the fourth Shinobi World War countdown from chapters 484 to 515, and it ends with the birth of the Ten Tails Jinchuriki and the Kaguya Otsutsuki strikes with chapter 699.
So it doesn't even count the Kaguya stuff as the fourth Great Ninja War.
No, it does. I think.
Well, you said it ends with the 10th.
Like
and is born.
And Kaguya's Otsutsuki strikes.
It doesn't
which
count,
covers the final stages
the
of the...
It doesn't count the Naruto and Sasuke fight.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so, it's still like, the Kishimoto, like, whatever. Great Ninja War, I think the manga did a little better. It still was a little long, but at the end of the day, it still was not as long as some of Oda's recent arcs. It's just ridiculous. And
they had very two long back-to-back arcs.
Yeah. And again, as I said, like, Madara is like one of the... he wrote himself into a corner. Or Kishimoto wrote himself and then on top of that, you want to talk about handling fights, and Robert brought it up at a good point. In Dragon Ball, there's plenty of times when you have like Vegeta, who's more of a main character now in Super and stuff, gets into a fight, bro. Like, they don't even give it that much importance. Like, as important as Vegeta is as a character nowadays, like, he'll have his fight and he'll have his like 5 minutes of fame. Cool, that was badass. Let's get back to the real stuff.
One thing to think of as well is look at the Buu Saga. The Buu Saga is kind of the combination of you have Piccolo, Krillin, Goku, Vegeta, Gohan, 18, the Kaioshin, the other dude who's with him. All of these people, and then immediately we figure out who the bad guys are, and you get rid of
half the
Piccolo,
fucking cast, yeah.
the Kaioshin, his buddy, I forget his name. I think Krillin is also turned to stone. You get rid of half the cast immediately. That's 4 fights that just don't happen now.
Yeah. It's not even worth like writing anything about. Like it's just there's nothing to even if the fight did occur.
There's too much. There's too much
story.
to cover. There's too much to cover.
And then as we go, it gets trimmed down even more. Earth eradication beam. Earth eventually blowing up.
And I think what you said earlier about the Naruto thing was like that was perfect. I think you hit the nail right on the head because Naruto's cast was so expansive, where everyone was expected to do something, right? Well, like these people in Dragon Ball, as soon as you heard it, that's not even bother. Like they know that they can't handle it, right? And so, but it was different. It's like Gotenks ultimately, it served its purpose. It held off Boo, but ultimately, like it all it was buying time. Right, but it served its purpose.
Yeah, it served its purpose. It bought time, but it also wasted the reader's time because it didn't go anywhere.
Exactly, but it's whatever. It was a cool thing. It served its purpose, right? But that's only one character.
Yeah, you get one instance of that.
Yeah, exactly, and so it's entertaining. But in the Great Ninja War, it's just how you said. You have the Kages, which from the inception they couldn't do shit, but they're expected to do something, and then you have literally the rest of the Jonins and all of these other characters.
You have Guy opening the 8th gate, like...
And again, all of this is just effectively buying time. I mean, it's attempts at trying to beat him, and you could say, like, potentially Guy could have beaten him, but whether he did or not, well, he didn't, and whether he could have or not, he didn't, and so he ultimately wasted the time. Right?
You have all the cuts to the more grunt ninjas fighting the, it's not Damasu, whatever the...
Yeah,
Zetsu, yeah. Fighting all the Zetsu grunts, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay. I mean, you get a lot of that in One Piece as well. I mean, I haven't actually seen it, but I've seen snippets in the internet and stuff of the, Kido arc and how it's a lot of fighting for the sake of fighting.
Yeah.
And not much fighting for the sake of plot.
Yeah. And so I think Dragon Ball does it really well in that sense because a lot of times in Dragon Balls, you get to see a lot of fights, but like I feel like the useless fights are kind of cut down on, or like you might see one or two and that's entertaining, and you don't complain about them because they're not dragging out the story long with this. It's just entertaining to see and it's good and gives you reference. But these other anime, One Piece is now crazy for it. Like just fighting just for the sake of fighting. Just there's nothing.
Think about it.
Nothing to really add.
In a tournament arc, you don't want to see every single fight that occurs. You want to see the fights that contain the main character and the main villain.
Or that the fight takes 15 episodes to finish.
Yeah. Let me see the ending of Joe Schmo number 7's fight where he breaks the guy's neck. Cool. But I don't want to see the whole fight where it's 4 chapters of them going back and forward.
It's not even that, but it's like, with Luffy going into it, when Luffy fights Kaido, he starts at the very beginning of the arc, guns blazing, gets his ass beat, has to then recover, and then train more to unlock this final form to go fight his ass again.
The perfect comparison is the universe survival arc of Super.
Yeah.
Goku goes to fight Jiren immediately, gets his ass kicked, unlocks Ultra Instinct, continues to get his ass kicked. Well, he stands up to him, eventually runs out of time, gets his ass kicked. He has to recover his energy and learn to perfect that technique.
Yeah.
And these 2 arcs were both coming out at the exact same time. And one of the biggest complaints about Super was all of the useless fights.
Huh?
Yeah.
I think it's just a symptom of just the industry in general right now.
Yeah.
They just seem to think that fight is what sells and not plot.
Kefla served the purpose, and because I feel like that's when he unlocked Ultra Instinct. No, he unlocked Ultra Instinct after the Spirit Bomb.
It was his first time. I think he intentionally triggered.
Yeah, exactly. And so it served the purpose in demonstrating him developing it, right? So like Kefla's fight it served the purpose. But most of the other fights in the Universal Survival Saga were kind of just like, I don't know. Like, for example...
Tien showed up to fight one guy and sacrifice himself whilst doing it.
Vegeta versus Topo. As much as I love it, and you know, it kind of served its purpose. Like ultimately, like, and I feel like they didn't spend too much time on it, so it's fine.
I don't know. They tried to bring back the whole Vegeta committing suicide thing and tug at that heartstring.
I wasn't necessarily the biggest fan of that. You know what I mean? But I digress. But
we should probably be wrapping this up though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna go into kind of the new news.
What is the new news?
So the most current episode at the time that we're recording this is episode 1150, and
give me the news on One Piece Kai.
I don't know when One Piece Kai is coming
Dude,
out.
it'd be like 3 less episodes.
But I do know that the anime and manga, I believe, will be taking a break coming at the beginning of the year.
Oda, get your life together.
Yeah.
They actually took a fairly large break also at the beginning of, or at the end of 2024, and it carried over into 2025.
Really?
Oda's useless, man. He releases like 4 chapters a year.
Oh, you know who's even more useless?
Well,
Tadashi.
it's gonna get even worse.
Hunter x Hunter.
Yo,
because
this is never gonna end.
Because they're coming out with a new release structure, and they're only gonna have 26 new episodes throughout the year.
Well, I don't care about the episodes. I care about the chapters.
It's gonna be equivalent. It's going to be to improve quality versus quantity.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, there's no point of having the episodes if there's no new chapters.
Yeah.
I mean, we saw that there was 150 chapters and 180 episodes.
Yeah, just there's nothing.
So to wrap up, I'm gonna talk about the news, just to get your guys' final input. Who's your guys' favorite character?
I like the goofy man made out of rubber.
Mihawk, bruh. Mihawk. And if I can't pick Mihawk, it's Zoro. But it's Mihawk.
Who's your favorite character, Nathan?
Oh no, I like Zoro. Stop fucking tickling
And
my
on that
feet.
bombshell.
Why is like the bottom of Nathan's foot just one big ass callus? Like I got calluses on the side of my big toe, the ball of my foot, dude. Like this his whole fucking. I wish you could see the callus through the lens. Like you could probably just see the bottom of his foot. You couldn't tell it's a callus, bro. That shit is hard as fuck. Can't even tickle this man, bro.
Well, now that we know about Nate's foot callus, see you next time.
Bye guys.
Bye bye.